I've thought about this often. When I came to Chicago in 1991 from Dallas, where I spent my life and grew up, I remembered thinking that the people, the men and women who were in corporations during that period of time, who led public relations, were some of the great leaders on the corporate front. We don't have those men and women in place today. That does not diminish the role that corporate leaders play, because I think our world is much different than it was then. In point of fact, I think that if you look at today, I think we have a greater opportunity to become more influential than we may have been even 20 or 30 years ago, when our profession really was evolving. Because today we can move from the historic role of being in the back room into being in the boardroom, based on some of the factors that we've already talked about, to make sure we're a part of the decision-making process, and that we can in fact shape this world for the future more than we ever have in this profession, given some of the influences that we've talked about. So I don't think that we can compare the two. In closing, I think that they're very different. But if you look at each period of development, from the very beginnings in the United States back in the very early 1900s all the way through this period of time, each has been marked by a point of change or an inflection point, and we're now in one of those inflection points, I think, for our profession.